Hello everyone and welcome to the Golden Crown once again. We are very excited up here in the commentary box because we've got 20 drivers this week, so a full grid, and we have full teams here. And I am joined once again by...
How's it going, everybody? Shaggy here. Like he said, full house this week. 20 drivers, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
It's going to be interesting in terms of this track, because very, very difficult, difficult track. A lot of tight corners, a lot of large curbs, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, we've got all the teams back again. Same rules apply as last week, but we've got a bit of a twist here, which I believe you should not be out on track, sir. So what is happening here is the academy team, the whole of the academy team, have an LLP2, which means the whole of the academy team could not qualify until 10 minutes left. So that is going to put a bit of a spanner in the works of the academy team in terms of qualifying here, Shaggy.
There's a few of them out, though. I think it's Giulio.
Yeah, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be out on track. I don't know why he's out on track, but he shouldn't be. But yeah, same rules apply as last week. So there'll be a 50% and a 100% race. As always, it's going to be interesting. I keep on saying it's going to be interesting to see, but it is going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, it's Giulio really shouldn't be out on track. He should actually be in the pit lane still. The whole academy team should be.
I reckon it's Giulio. He's on the hards. He might just be maybe practicing, or maybe.
I'm not sure, but he shouldn't be putting in a time. But
yeah.
Thank you to everyone who's joined us. But yes, same rules apply once again. Working in teams of 5. So we have the Super, Premier, Freshman and Academy Leagues all working in teams of 5. And this is going to be a very, very good race as it was last week. And yes, so I'll quickly run you through the teams. So we have, in the Academy team, we have Ellison, Frozer here.
It's Giulio.
Frozer shouldn't be out either, so I don't know why Frozer's out.
It's Giulio's back in now. He's back in now. He's back into the pits.
Give me a second. Frozer is on the academy, and then we also have Pope, who is here. Yes, Pope is here. Tonios, somewhere. There he is, Tonios, and it's Giulio, who you've all seen before. So yeah, in the Freshman League this week we have Cryptech, Antelopen, Joe here, Holland Campion, and I believe we also have Pepelek back again this week. So yeah, hopefully Frozer should just come into the pits here.
That's what it's Giulio did. He did the outlap, then he just came back in. So.
Oh, 2 cents retired. Have we got a problem already? Seems a couple of people have retired.
Yeah.
Do we have
yellow
an issue?
flag, sector 2 and 3?
Yeah, dude. Is that have we got an issue here, or Frozer didn't come in
as well? Crash maybe?
Give me a second. Right, if any of the drivers watching, please make sure you look at the penalties. I do say go and look at the website for all the information. You should get told about the penalties. So, Frozer should not be on a flying lap right now. Hopefully he'll come into the pits to start. But yes, anyway, carry on with our list here. So in the Premier Series, we have Sabo. who's somewhere there, Sabelmeister. Shankster, who was here last week. Yep, there's Shankster. Tucson 0208, who is actually retired from this session.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened, but that's very unfortunate for the Premier Series team there. AB Techers, who is back again this week as well. We've got a few drivers coming in for laps here. Yeah, AB Techers up at the top there. And as well, Black Country Mush, who is here for his first race in the Golden Crown. So the Super League, who are leading at the moment. Oh, have you lagged out? Shaggy? I think we've lost Shaggy. In terms of Super League, Play Dutchy. It's a good start already this week. Oh, looks like we lost Shaggy, so I'm on my own at the moment. Play Dutchy, MQD, who is, yep, MQD up there, and Piero, who is here. Piero, who is also retired. Before You Die, who is, yep, behind MQD. And finally, Jojo Power. Yeah, it looks like Frozer did actually come into the pits, so those drivers won't be getting you know, any more penalties after what they did. But yeah, it should be all right for now, as we've got drivers coming in and 20, and we've got so many people in already. 25 people. Thank you very much for joining us. I cannot see. Just give me a second, because in terms of chat here, so hello to everyone in the chat. I don't know why the chat isn't loading, so yeah, probably load after the comment has come through. But hello everyone. Rip Shaggy. Yeah, I know Natia Shaggy has gone. Let's see if we hopefully be able to get him back on. He should just be able to join back the party. But at the moment, we have Tiger Antelopen leading the race, leading qualifying at the moment. Ooh, with a 39.9. So a couple of people on outlap, flying laps here. Looks like the couple of the freshman guys here on flying laps at the moment. Holland Campion here. Haven't even got up all my statistics at the moment. Vinay, hello in the chat once again. But yeah, we've got few drivers out on track here. This, I think, Holland Campion. This looks like to be an out lap at the moment. Let's see. Here is Joe on a lap. He looks like he's invalidated his lap as well. So got a few people starting on their laps, and we know that from what we've seen, what I've seen personally during practice at the moment. It looks like it could potentially be a one-stop for most of the drivers in this race, depending on what happens during the race. If there's a safety car, no safety car. But, oh, Cryptek's also retired as well. That's unfortunate for him. But in terms of drivers here, looks like most people will be going for potentially... probably be going for a soft to hard strategy. Some drivers may go for soft to medium potentially, but obviously we'll see a lot of teamwork coming into play again during the Golden Crown, as we've seen many times before. And you can see here this castle section that Shanks is going through has now become one of the most famous sections on the F1 grid, on the F1 calendar, sorry, and it's likely to catch a lot of people out, as it already has done. As we can see here, it already has... I'm not sure what's happened in quali here in terms of these drivers, but it's quite unfortunate because Tucson 0208, one of the fastest drivers, what we'd say here in Gavra, won the Premier Series, is crashed out here, so that's unfortunate for him. And I'm not sure what's happened to Shaggy at the moment. We are trying to get him back. But yeah, at the moment we've still got quali going on. I don't know where Shaggy has gone. We'll just try and get him back as quickly as we can. Oh, Toussaint apparently crashed in the castle section, so unfortunate for him, because he's been absolutely dreading that castle section, I know, for quite a lot of this time. And Colden a little bit later than normal for his practice due to Xandy not being available for the Premier Series. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Your PS4 sound like a jet. If you want to clean your PS4, get your Hoover and get the Hoover nozzle and go along the back of the PlayStation. It sucks all the air out of the back of it where all the gaps are. There's a good tip for you. But yeah, we've got a few people out on lap at the moment. Let's see if Froza can put in a time here. If we get a little bit back more on topic. Got a Dazza here spawning the Super League. So Super League are winning the championship at the moment. Only 4 points though between them and the Premier Series. As Froza goes a 140.5 there. So we've got a few other people come in. Looks like Black Country came in for a lap, and there's quite a big queue happening at the start here. As Ellison's parked in quite a dangerous position. And yep, he's been disqualified for parking at dangerous position. And yeah, we've got a few drivers still not out on laps at the moment. But thank you to everyone for joining us. If you haven't done already, go follow the Twitter and oh, it's Julio running quite wide there. Go follow the Twitter page and also make sure you go and pop a sub to the Twitter if you are able to. Go pop a subscribe over to our YouTube channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. We're potentially doing a near 1,000 stream potentially on the channel. So we're gonna keep streaming until we get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. It'd be an interesting thing to see, but yeah, we'll hopefully be want to get to the 1,000 subs before the end of the year. But if we can do it as soon as possible, it'd be highly appreciated. And yeah, I hope Shaggy can come back because I feel very lonely right now. I feel very lonely at the moment. If I don't know if Gavra, if you are watching, if you could try and get Shaggy back for me, it'd be highly appreciated. But yeah, a few drivers out at the moment. But remember, there's about 1 point between, I believe, between the Academy and the Freshmen. And then there's a bit of a gap between the Freshmen and the Premier. But then 4 points between the Premier and the Super. But the Premier have got a good lineup this week. And so do the Freshmen. So, oh, Pope running very wide there down at turn 3. And as I said, this track is very, very difficult in terms of braking zones, and it also ekes up the rear tyres a lot. But at the moment, it is Play Dutchy, and I was about to say, Play Dutchy is one of the fastest drivers we have in Gavra Racing here, and at the moment, he's up at pole at the moment at 1:38.7 at the moment. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens during the race, whether there'll be a safety car or not. Ah, Shaggy's back! Everyone's been asking where you went. Did you have an internet issue?
Yeah, technical difficulties. My internet, it just failed there. Sorry about that, lads.
It's fine, it's fine. We've just been saying, we've been talking about everything, just putting a cheeky plug in there while you were away. Someone asked how they could clean, how could they make their PlayStation quieter, so I said get the Hoover and suck all the dust out of the back of it. So yeah, we've been having having a little conversations as a few drivers, Shaggy, at the moment seem to be struggling with this track in terms of finding braking zones. Quite a lot of drivers running wide, and yeah, I'm sure you know how difficult this track is, and already 4 people out in this quali at the moment.
Especially without the racing line, it's really hard, and you know, if you, I don't know, miss concentration for a second, you'll miss your braking zone, you're in the wall. So that's how it is in street circuits, and it's no different around Baku. So yeah.
Definitely, and Baku has one of the longest and fastest straights in the calendar. Believe it, is it the fastest straight in the calendar?
I'd say so. I mean, pretty much the whole last sector, it's just foot to the floor. So
definitely, yeah. As soon as you reach that tight left-hander just coming out of sector 2, practically foot on the floor, and you got DRS as well going down to the line as well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, but not a big DRS zone on that straight, actually. The DRS really only comes into play about halfway down that straight there, Shaggy. So it's going to be interesting in terms of overtakes on that start-finish straight.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get back in now.
Are you able to get back in?
I don't think I just texted Gavra there, but yeah, not at the moment.
Hang on, let me see. How many invites did you get?
I just got the one.
Oh. Is Gav able to... Gavra, if you've got an invite, should be one space left. If you can get in, send an invite to Shaggy, and then you back out, and then let Shaggy get in. So if you send him a couple of invites, just so he gets a few... I don't know if you got an... You should have probably got an invite, I believe. Hopefully. Oh, Wolfie's here again. Wolfie, big up to Wolfie, by the way, who actually stayed, Shaggy. Can you believe this? Wolfie in the chat stayed for the whole of the 100% race with me and Toussaint in the chat, and which was been quite astonishing, really, to be able to watch that whole race, especially towards the end. It got a little bit boring because we didn't have many drivers left. But big up Wolfie in the chat. Show him the love that he needs.
Big man Wolf.
Yeah. Is Gavra sorting it out with you?
Yeah, I texted him there. I think so. I'm not sure though. Sorry about this.
Just see if you can get in. If not, I could maybe try and share play it with you potentially. I'm not sure what that would do in terms of the stream though. Is what I'm concerned about. But if we can try and get it sorted before the start, you in, are you?
Hero 62930.
Oh, you're in. Oh, hello. It's straight in with the commentary. Straight in with the times here. As there's a couple of drivers, as you can see here, Shaggy, who haven't put in times at the moment. And as you can see here, the academy drivers all racing out at the moment to try and put in a time.
I tell you, that's the Irish Wi-Fi for you. It can go in a second.
Definitely, and it looks like its studio did put in a time, a 140.6, sorry, as Shankster did actually go top at the moment in the final stages, a 38.5,
yellow flag,
2 temps up, 2 temps up on Play Dutchy's time, and there's a few drivers, looks like they're retiring because it's the end of the session now, so... at the moment, looks like we've got a kind of few drivers at the moment, Shaggy, who are all out on flying laps, so we'll keep an eye, because it looks like at the end of this session we're going to start to see a lot of drivers come in, as there's already a few drivers at the moment that are going to have to put in those times as they are.
Play Dutch went fastest in the middle sector.
Play Dutchy fastest in the middle sector. Oh, he's 4 temps up. Play Dutchy's 4 temps up. Is he going to be able to snatch? Is he going to be able to snatch it at the end? As he comes down towards the line, he's got DRS open. Oh, and he does. He takes it by 2 temps. Play Dutchy qualifies first. Keep an eye on Shanks. I don't think Shanks is going to improve. No, he won't. Shanks is running slow. Will Antelope improve? He's coming down now. He's running a little bit slow. I don't think he might not improve. Will anyone else improve? Looks like Joe and Antelope, and both freshman drivers here, coming round towards the final end of this track here. I don't think they're going to improve here. Will they improve? Well, looks like one of them's getting slipstream off another. As you can see here, looks like already they're going for a bit of tactics here. It's Antelope and trying to help Joe out in terms of time, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. No, it's not good enough.
No.
So Joe will stay 9th. Let's see where Before You Die will come. I think he's going quite a lot slower than his time as well, so I don't think he's going to improve. But interestingly enough here, 2 of the fastest drivers we know in this league here, Shaggy, Pierre and Toussaint, both crashed out in that quali. So that's going to make it interesting in terms of their strategy, because also they have a free choice of tyre because they're out the top 10.
Yeah, I tell you though, Bahrain, it's an easy track to overtake. Here it's a bit different. It's a lot harder to overtake, so you do want to be starting up near the top of the grid.
definitely. We're gonna have to see what happens here. Probably the main overtaking point is that long straight where you got enough speed to even get. Once you get DRS, you absolutely flying behind that car. And
Yeah, that's true.
When ERS and Slipstream come into play, there, Shaggy, it's practically game over the car in front. But
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. But at the moment, it looks like we've got a little bit. It's quite mixed, to be fair, in terms of drivers in the top 10. It looks like we've got 3 Super League. I believe we've got 3 freshmen. I think 2 Academy and 1 Premier. I believe, if I've done the maths right. I think it looked like it there. As yes, it's going to be interesting to see what happens around Baku. Will it bring us a good race, Shaggy, or will it be a big flop? What do you reckon?
I think Baku is got to be interesting. I'm putting my money on a safety car to come out at least once, and that's got to spice it up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, big time.
Definitely, it's gonna be another great race like it was last week in Bahrain, and Bahrain really gave us a good race. Especially in that 25%er, and it seems like in the 25%er, Shaggy, it seems like everyone pushed a lot harder.
There's less strategy as well because it's going to be a one-stop for pretty much everyone.
Yes,
unless you get a puncture or something.
Yeah, unless you get damaged maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like it probably will be a one-stop for most of the drivers in the 25%er. But at the moment, our main focus is on this. Our main focus is on this 50%er at the moment. And remember, everyone, at the end of the race, the top 8 will be reversed for the 25%er. So strategy all comes into play there as well. And yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Oh, have we lost you again, Shaggy? Or are you here?
No,
You just
sorry.
didn't say anything.
Just just excited for this race, you know.
Yeah, good. I am as well. It's going to be a lot of fun here, so just be waiting for everyone to come out onto the formation lap.
And away, yeah, for the formation lap, yeah. Heat those tires up, get some temperature into them.
Definitely, you'll need it off of the start line.
I tell you, I was watching the Azerbaijan 2017 race around here earlier on today, and if this race is half as good as that one, we're in for a treat.
Definitely, we are going to be in for a treat. And as you all know, Gavra looks for the cleanest and the best races here for Gavra Racing, and so it's going to be an interesting. I keep on saying it's going to be an interesting one. I need to think of a different word. It's going to be
exciting, maybe.
It's going to be exciting. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. As we're seeing a lot of top drivers from all of the leagues across Gavra Racing battle it out here for supremacy, to find out who is the best league. And yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah. I think I'll be very surprised if no one crashes out at the castle section. I don't want anyone to, but I'll be surprised if everyone makes it clean through there for 26 laps.
Yeah, the castle section really is a killer for these drivers, and a lot of them I feel like will be struggling a lot just in this whole entire track. But I have to see what happens as everyone will be coming down now towards the final sector. And then we will be ready to begin. But yeah, remember this is a 50%er, and then afterwards 25%er. So lots of racing today. And yeah, at the moment this is one of our main F1 leagues. Remember, we also have the weekend league rolling on a Sunday at the same time on a Sunday at 8 o'clock. We also have tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Sorry, I should know because I'm actually racing in it. Is the GT Sport League. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, where we will be in Spain for that one. So we'll be in the Circuit de Barcelona for that one.
The Spanish Grand Prix.
The Spanish Grand Prix, yes. So
looks like we're getting ready to go here. Lining up on the grid. Looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to this one.
Definitely, it's going to get very good here into this first corner. We're going to see a lot of clean racing as it's about to begin already.
The question is, do you throw everything into the turn one, or
do you wait? I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens, see which drivers go for that strategy, and then see which not. As we've got 5 little lights, and it's lights out, and away we go straight away this time. It's the 2 freshman drivers got a brilliant start. Shanks got a poor start. It's this wheel to wheel already between the drivers. It's 3 wide in the back here, and it's all drivers going into play here. It's the 2 freshman drivers got a brilliant start here. It's this people
amazing
really.
Start.
Oh, someone's round! Someone's round! It's a Super League driver round. Someone's round, I believe it's Jojo Power. It's Jojo Power.
Yeah.
Jojo Power's round, and he caused a massive clog up. And already
Tonio went off as well. I think Tonio has damage as well. Safety car.
Already we have a safety car, and as you said here, Shaggy, were you gonna go full pound into the first few corners, or will you wait? And it looked like a few drivers going to go full pound, but I didn't see what happened to Jojo Power, but immediately he span round, but just to go away from that quickly, what a brilliant start the 2 freshman league drivers got, Antelope and Holland Campion. And Shankster, look at the poor start he got, all the way down into 14th place. An awful start from Shankster. Toussaint up into 15th there, so a good start from him. Joe up into 6th place there, so good start for the freshman team overall. Pepperlake actually up into 11th. So the freshman team has had a brilliant start here. Cryptek up into 13th. So the freshman league looking very, very strong here.
Yeah, I mean, it was an amazing getaway from the 2 freshmen. Almost straight away, they just brilliant getaway.
Definitely, and I wonder if we'll start to see drivers come in. Maybe this might promote a 2-stop for most of the drivers here, or will we see a mix-up in strategy between the teams? And remember, everyone, that this is a team game, this one. So So the drivers have to work in teams, so you might see a lot of DRS, a lot of slipstream being used. Okay, so Play Dutchy's in. Play Dutchy's in, but Play Dutchy in. Antelope follows him quite late, but as you can see, already a difference in strategies. Holland Campion decides to stay out.
He's staying out.
Quite a few other drivers in here, so it looks like quite a few people have come in here, and we might see a couple of pit stops here. There's a few people coming in for wing changes here. Looks like Joe in for a wing change, Frozer in for a wing change. Looks like Shankster in, Sabo the Meister in for a wing change, Tonio's in for a wing change. It's tons of people into the pits here already. And we've got a big pit stop here, but interestingly, you can already start to see, Shaggy, already the difference in strategy between the drivers.
Yeah. Few people going on to the hards, others going on to the mediums. So, hards. I don't know if you'd be able to bring the hards to the end, though. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. To be honest, the hard tires is it's difficult because in terms of this track, it really eats up the rear tires. So a lot of these people who stayed on the softs, if we just have a look at the tires at the moment,
it's just Holland Campion
and Before You Die who have only stayed out on the softs. So maybe maybe they'll come in this lap. Maybe they might come in this lap.
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll have to see what happens there. It's got a safety car at the moment, as you said, the early safety car would be a crucial thing for most of the drivers in terms of their strategy, and it looks like most of the people have gone for a 2-stop. Quite a lot of people going for the hards though, so maybe might go for a 2-stop as well, but might go
hards to soft.
Maybe might go for it's just about to say we're gonna go for a hard to a soft strategy.
Or a punchy finish.
Yeah, we'll have to see. What happens.
I feel like Holland Campion and Before You Die should definitely come in this lap because they're gonna have to do a 2-stop anyway. So I think put under the safety car. Let's see what happens.
We'll have to see what happens. Will Before You Die and Holland Campion come in?
No.
Oh no, they don't. They stay out. Interesting from those two.
I thought they would have pitted there.
Maybe going for a one-stop.
Softs to hards? Yeah,
Soft to
maybe.
hard. It's possible.
Yeah.
We know it's possible. We know it's one of the favoured strategies here. But a soft to hard here would be the option.
Yeah,
Was the option for most of the drivers at the start of the race, but the safety car has thrown a big spanner in the works for most of the drivers.
I don't know if it'll be the last one either. Maybe they're thinking there'll be another safety car later on.
Definitely, I think that would come into play as well. Potentially, those drivers who've gone for a one-stop might then change to a two-stop, and those guys on the two-stop, that'll really help them out. But we're gonna have to find out what happens. As hopefully we'll get back to some green flag racing soon.
Yeah. Like you said, a great start from Pepperleck off the line there. I think he was 14 spots up or something. Yeah, he's down now.
He's down now after his pit stop, but yeah, a lot of people came in for wing damage there. There was a lot of wing changes, but in terms of the freshmen, had a brilliant start here, but have lost out a little bit in terms of pit stop. But actually here, as you can see here, Shaggy, sorry. The guys who are on 2-lap old mediums and hards, they might try and go for a one-stop as well, because they might go from either a hard to a medium or a medium to a hard strategy, because of because obviously like the likes of Toussaint, for example, who had a poor qualifying, might then try and go for that strategy, might try and get the jump on all of these drivers potentially opting for a two-stop.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And also,
safety cars in this lap. What were you going to say quickly?
I forget. I know, I was going to say, yeah, if you are going for the one stop, and if the safety car comes out about maybe lap 12, 13, you could still get the one stop done from mediums to hards, and basically have a free pit stop. So, yeah.
Looks like everyone's going to be going up underway for green flag racing, and I've got to say, this isn't going to be good for Holland Campion. 5-second time penalty for who? Holland Antelopen.
Antelopen, yeah.
Was that collision under the collision of the safety car? So that's not going to be great for him, as there's already overtakes happening. There's Pierre and Black Country wheel to wheel here. Someone's gone off at the back here as there's collisions all over the place. As wheel to wheel go. There's quite a lot of drivers here going wheel to wheel. It's really difficult to keep up here with all these drivers at the moment. As Antelopen's being attacked from behind from Piero, and MQD trying to get involved as well. And there's an academy driver, Frozer, trying to have a look down the inside of MQD, and gonna get the pass done. There's debris in the middle of the track. Debris in the middle of the track. Oh, there's Antelopen. Antelopen's gone wide. Antelopen. Oh, there's people moving all over the place. There's wheel to wheel. Ellison's
lost his front wing.
Ellison lost in his front wing as well, and Shanks has not had a great start here either off the restart. But VSC
down to 20.
VSC, I think we've got a VSC because of the wing damage.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big clog up here at the.
Look at that.
It's the I believe it's the Super League driver of Jojo Power who's got caught up. Ellison's got no wing at all.
Yeah, I'd like to see if he can make it back to the pits now.
Looks like Shankster there's got front right damage. And already we just want some green flag racing, guys. Come on.
Come on, keep it together. Keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Yeah, VSC, yeah. I think it stayed pretty much the same out front, but there was a lot going on at the back. Green flag. Green flag. Green flag.
Now, there's already a move going on for first. Before You Die comes in. Before You Die coming in, so that's allowed the two academy drivers here. It's Julio and Pope here to get a good second and third. There's already overtakes happening as Play-Dutchy round. Frozen, someone's gone wide. Oh no, sorry, it's just everyone overtaking. There's a bit of... this Black Country's forced wide and he's having a battle now with Tonios as he gets round him, and Jojo Power getting around AB Techers there, and Shankster coming in, but Antelope in as well, and also Ellison. So it's been a bad start here for Antelope as he's gone onto the softs. So interesting, you might pit a bit later on for a set of mediums. There's the 2 Academy drivers fighting, and that's allowed 2 Saints to get involved. And it's going to be 3 wide
Yellow
into
flag.
this section. Oh, who's going to get it? It's 2 Saints forced wide. Will he back off here? They're going to go wheel to wheel into the castle section. Who's going to get it? And 2 Saint gets the move done into the castle section. Yellow flags already. Someone's gone off in sector 1. It's Antelope again. I don't know what Antelope's doing there, but this Holland Campion's got a big lead at the moment, but he's going to have to come into the pits to get rid of those soft tyres. But at the moment, there's quite a few drivers all clumped up at the moment. It's Jojo Power getting around Black Country down the inside over there. And there's battles going on all over the place. I can't keep up with this 20-car grid. As Pepperlek now gaining on the back of Sabo here. Let's have a look here. It's all Play Dutchy quite close behind. It's Julio. Play Dutchy looking for a move on. It's Julio on the start-finish straight. Will he get the pass done? Oh, yeah, and Play Dutchy getting the move done. Pierre all over the back of Frozer. Two Saint down. Oh, there's a late dive from... It's Julio down the inside of Play Dutchy. Gets the pass on. Piero down the inside of Frozer. That's allowed Joe to get involved in this battle. Is he... Oh, no, he's going to stick behind. Oh, no, he went for an inside. Someone's gone off, I believe. There's a couple of more people back into the pits. It looks like Black Country and Tonio's in. And there's action happening already. Is Frozer looking for a move down the inside of...
changing his wing.
Piero getting involved. It's Frozer going to have the inside line. Oh, Frozer's gone wide. And it's Piero's got caught behind him, and it allowed MQD and Joe to get past here. And what action we've got already here.
This is crazy.
This is a crazy race. Oh, Play Dutchy's got damage. Play Dutchy's got front right end plate damage here, Shaggy. That's a big blow for the... It's been a big blow already for the Super League team, losing Jojo Power down the field. Also losing Before You Die down the field, but now also Play Dutchy's got wing damage. It's gonna... I don't know what's gonna happen here.
He's already stopped as well.
I don't know what's gonna happen here in terms of strategy, but we're gonna have to find out soon. I wonder when Holland Campion will come in. It's gonna be interesting to see when Holland Campion will come in. Will he come in this lap, or will he stay out another lap? He might stay out a few more here. He stay out a few more here, Shaggy. Yeah, I think because those two, the virtual safety car and the normal safety car, really helped him out. Although he comes in. He's in. He's into the pits, and you got to be careful. Remember that pit entry is quite a dangerous one in terms of it's got a big S-bend in it, because to slow the drivers down. Play Dutchy in for his wing damage, so Play Dutchy now in. Holland onto the medium, so it looks like Holland's going for a two-stop. Two-stop for Holland Campion here. So we're gonna have to.
Piero's off.
Piero off.
Yeah, I think he sent it in too deep there in turn 1.
So Piero off here. As Play Dutchy and Frozen. So Play Dutchy and Frozen looks like they're going to the end of the race. As MQD and Joe having their battle here. Oh, Joe's got damage. So another. Oh, it's gonna go wheel to wheel into this corner.
Oh, around the outside. What a move!
Around the outside from Joe. Is he gonna get the pass done? He got it done. A brilliant move there by Joe for the freshman team. And there's another freshman driver. The Pepperlight gets in front of MQD as well.
Yeah. What a move.
So 2 freshman drivers, both getting the move done, getting past Oh, someone's gone off in the castle section. The car's swiftly moved out of the way, and we've got another VSC. Another VSC here. Someone crashed out in the castle section. Who is it? Who was it here? Oh, it's Cryptech. It's Cryptech, I believe, to the freshman team. So it's not looking great for the freshman team. And I have to say here, the academy doing well here. Pope and it's Julio up here. But a bit of a comeback for the Premier Series team, as looks like Toussaint has got himself up into first position at the moment after all of this carnage.
Green flag.
There's a green flag racing already. That was quite a quick VSC. as we now can take a little bit of a breather, because it looks like we've got a couple of gaps forming around the grid here. As keep an eye on this battle here. It looks like Jojo Power, Pope on Toussaint, maybe at the start. No, Pope goes wide. Have a look here. It's Jojo Power all over the back of Sabo. Jojo Power might get the pass done into the first corner. Yeah, he gets it done. Gets it done nice and early there. Jojo Power, good clean overtake from him as Piero comes in. Is that another wing change for him? Looks like it could be. Who else is in? Cryptek, yeah, he had that big bad wing damage. He's also into the pits. So already there's just fighting going on all over the place. Absolutely crazy, as he said. And looks like quite a lot of the drivers have opted for a 2-stop. A couple of people going for a 1-stop, though. Expect those guys on the hards will expect him to go to the end of the race. It looks like team orders have happened here, as Pepelek getting around Joe here for 4th position. But they've got to be careful from behind, because here comes the 2 Super League drivers of MQD and Jojo Power trying to make a bit of a comeback here. Oh, someone's off in Sector 1. Someone's off in Sector 1. Who is it? Oh, the back here at Sector 1, I believe it was Ellison.
Yeah,
Ellison off at the back there. Has Ellison got any damage? Yeah, Ellison's got front right damage. As Shankster in again. Is this Julio past him? But remember here, Shaggy, we've got team orders possibly. As Jojo Power getting past MQD, so it looks like MQD team orders once again. So as I said, a lot of teamwork coming into play here, and I can imagine that Joe's going to be struggling a little bit. He's got front right damage, and he's already being attacked by Jojo Power, and I think Jojo Power's going to try and get the move done down the straight. Will Jojo Power get the move done? Joe defending. Oh, Jojo Power slots in behind him, looking for an inside line.
In the inside.
Jojo Power down the inside, and Jojo Power gets the move done. Jojo Power getting the move done under the DRS, and
I reckon it's Julio and Pope.
Oh, someone got damage. I think it was Pepelek running wide, and he does.
Yeah.
As Jojo Power's going to pass him as well. As that Shankster has not had a great race at all the way at the back, and that's Cryptek running wide. Guys, come on, we need to stop running wide here.
Yeah, hit the
Keep
apex.
Keep it clean. So Antelope moving up here, as he's always round. Antelope's round again at turn 1. Has he got any damage?
I don't think so.
Someone Black Country Mush has got damage. Yeah, Antelope doesn't have any damage, so he's just going to carry on. As Tech is getting around. Oh, Ellison back into the pits again. Already a hectic race already for these drivers. Pepelek, I believe, will probably come in this lap as he's got bad damage. Someone's off in Sector 2 in the castle section. It's Before You Die. Before You Die off in the castle section.
Yeah, his front wing's gone.
The castle section already claiming big things, and a safety car again.
Safety car again.
Now, what is going to happen here?
We're going to see some people pit.
Yeah, I believe we might. We might see a lot of drivers come in here, potentially for the hards. Those drivers on the mediums.
Toussaint's in.
Yeah, Toussaint
it's Julio
in.
As well.
It's Julio following him into the pit lane.
Pope as well.
Pope in. Will Jojo come in, or will Jojo stay out? I believe Joe might come in. Yeah, Joe coming in to change his wing. Yeah. Jojo comes in as well, I believe. Yeah, so does Pepelek. So Pepelek also coming in. So already Sabo in as well. MQD opts to stay out.
Yeah, he's on the hard, so.
Yeah, I think also Play Dutchy's going to stay out. He does. Froza, will Froza stay out? He's on fresh hard. Holland's staying out. Well, Froza stays out. He's on fresh hards. Pierre, I will probably assume he'll stay out because he's on fresh hards. And already big moves here has happened, and this is going to be good for the likes of the 2 freshman drivers that were that had an issue with wing damage. Pepelek and Joe here, who both basically got a free pit stop for that, and have opted for the mediums to go to the end of the race. So quite a few drivers going for the hards, some people going for the mediums, and Toussaint's actually gone for the hards because he had to.
Because he's going to the end.
Yeah, he had to go for a different. I think the guys on the mediums will be going to the end here, Shaggy. But it looks like I think Toussaint had to choose a different compound to what he started on.
MDQ has done 8 laps on those hards, so I doubt it. Well, he might get to the end, but I wouldn't think so.
I have to see him. Remember, that top 8 drivers, that grid gets reversed for the 25%er. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens as MQD at the moment's leading the race, followed by Toussaint in second. And Toussaint here had a poor qualifying. Up into second here is going to be after the safety car restart. That second safety car really helping him out here.
Big time. And he's gone to the end on those hards, I'd say. I think, like you said, most people who's opted for fresh tyres now are going to the end. The fresh mediums or the fresh hards, I go to the end.
Yeah, we're going to have to find out what happens as Holland Campion surprisingly stays out on the mediums. I'm not sure why.
They're not only 3 laps old, so...
Yeah, so maybe he thinks he can get them to the end? Potentially, because this safety car will be helping his tyre wear out a lot.
Exactly.
So maybe he believes he can get those to the end. We'll have to see whether he can or not.
That's interesting. That's going to be an interesting one to see.
Definitely, it will. I have to see whether some of the drivers from the back can work their way up, as everyone's practically on fresh tyres. Oh, sorry.
Except MDQ is on 9-lap tyres.
MDQ 9-lap old hards. I might have probably picked for the mediums if I was him, or maybe another set of hards if you had another set. As Tonios is into the pits. Is that another wing change? Oh no, he's just come into a tyre change. He's gone into the set of mediums here, Tonios has.
With all the incidents, we've only had 1 retirement.
Yeah, surprisingly only 1 retirement at the moment. Just a lot of wing changes before you die here at the moment. Can imagine if this was on simulation damage, it wouldn't have been as the same story.
Maybe 10 drivers left.
Remember that the debris on the track on simulation damage can actually puncture your tyres. I don't believe it does if it's on full or whether it's on reduced. I don't think it does. I think only on simulation damage it actually affects the tyres. Attengrin, before you die, retired. I believe he retired in the castle section. Castle section claiming many a victim here.
Many front wings, anyway.
Yeah, definitely. It's claimed many a victim here. Safety car has the most leading laps, so I believe it probably does. To be fair, safety car probably has got the most laps in the lead at the moment.
Yeah, he's flying.
I know, the safety car doing bits here at the moment, but I believe we're just waiting for the few of the drivers at the back to come round, and been a disappointing race for a few of the drivers here. Shankster being one of them, losing out 16 positions, qualified in second, all the way down in 18th, so he's going to be looking to move back up the field. A couple of other drivers here have had some poor. Antelopin had a really good start, actually, didn't he, Shaggy, off of the line, but a poor end to a poor middle to this race here.
Antelopin and Holland Campion they got off very very fast off the start, but
Yeah, interesting. Toussaint, though, had the best race so far. 17 laps made up, 17 positions, made up for Toussaint. But I think the safety car is staying out for 1 more lap because the lights have not gone off yet.
I think they could have gone racing there, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he could have carried on, unless he hit the wall after maybe coming out of the castle section. But I'm not really sure what happened. I didn't get a full view of it. But there's been a lot of incidents here and a lot of wing changes. And it's just this safety car bunching up the pack as we... Pepperleck puts up a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits.
There hasn't been too many penalties yet, actually.
No, not many penalties for the drivers. Be interesting to see. Depends on what the penalties the stewards give, though. Whether there was any abrasive or outrageous moves from any of the drivers. Because if so, then it's not just that one driver. Remember, Shaggy, that gets the penalty. It's the whole team.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to find out what happens after the safety car restart. I believe the safety car will be in this lap.
Yeah, it's come. Yeah,
everyone is
I would say
caught.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone is caught up to the pack. But at the moment, it's looking very, very good for the Super League team, who have got 4 of their drivers in the top 10.
Yeah.
So
Look at that. Look at the map. It's all bunched up now.
yeah, the 4 of their drivers in the top 10, and also only 4 of their drivers in the race of Before You Die lost out here. But some of these teams are really going to have to work their socks off if they want to beat the Super League team.
I would say the only drivers that might have to come in again are MDQ and Black Country. I would say so anyway.
Maybe Holland as well. Maybe Holland Campion potentially.
True, yeah, so.
And we'll have to see whether they do or not. But we will find out as probably coming down to the third final sector now. Will the safety car be in? Yes, it is. So the safety car is in this lap. So we will be going back to green flag racing, and we'll start to see MQD here will now become what we call the de facto safety car. So he basically becomes the front runner, the slower car, and everyone else has to bunch up behind him.
Another penalty.
Another penalty.
With Piero.
Another penalty for Pepelec. That's 10 seconds worth of penalties already for him. And has Pepelec got damage? Yeah, Pepelec has damage again.
Yeah. Play Dutch got past Pope off the...
And we're already back up green flag racing again as Pope getting around Play Dutchy. Throws it and Pepelec comes into the pits. It looks like, he has done. As Play Dutchy getting the move back around. Oh, Play Dutchy forced wide and he almost got squashed by his teammate. And...
Jojo Power gets past as well.
Jojo Power, Oh, Jojo Power almost lost it on the exit. And there's Joe getting around Black Country Mush there. And it's mayhem into this first corner here. Is Play Dutchy going to go for a move on his teammate? No, he opts not to. Oh, but a wing damage!
He's spun!
And the Super League drivers round.
Jojo Power.
Jojo Power round. And there's damage on the track again. It's a couple of cars squeezed out here. And there's damage already in Jojo Power round.
Sure. He's been disqualified.
There's another driver as well, I believe, has gone wide. That's Cryptech. Jojo Power's been disqualified. So Jojo Power out of Jojo Power out already and staying on the track for quite a while here. Shaggy, can actually form quite a quick disqualification because due to how the track limits are. So someone's gone off and it's Cryptech off again, gone wide for down here. So it's not looking great for the freshman team at the moment as 3 of their drivers outside the top 10. And it's looking quite good for the Super League team at the moment, but not as good as they were before. As Pepelec retires. I think he just retired the car, it looks like. So Pepelec retiring. And we're going to have to see what happens. Remember, I believe... someone's going for a move. It looks like Joe here maybe going for a move.
Play Dutchy has gone past Pope.
Joe going for a move here. Play Dutchy got past Pope. Is he going to get the move done?
Yeah.
Oh no, they go wheel to wheel into the corner. Whoa. Oh, it's close. Sabo and Joe have a bit of contact.
It's Julio went past Holland Campion as well.
It's Julio getting around Holland Campion as well. So that as you can see there, the difference between the hard and the it looks like the hard and the medium tire coming into play there.
Yeah.
But wheel to wheel goes the Sabo and Frozer. Oh, there's a bit of damage just come off someone's car. It's Joe again, and he's gone very deep. And there's been a collision again in Joe's round.
Joe's spun, Virtual safety car.
Yeah, Joe's got big damage, so he's going to have to come into the pits.
Yeah, he lost the front wing. Another VSC. God damn.
Another VSC. We can only have a maximum though. So once the maximum's out, it's out. So these drivers are going to be careful. Otherwise, there'll be no VSCs. There'll be no safety cars at the end.
What's this? 5? Have we had 5 now? 2 safety cars, and is this the third VSC?
I believe maybe. I believe it's 5. Is it 3 or 5? I'm not sure. Someone can tell me in the chat what the limit is.
Yeah.
But
Green flag, green flag.
yeah, we are back under green flag racing once again.
Looks like, oh, play Dutchy. Got past Holland Campion there. GQ1.
As Toussaint getting around MQD for the lead.
Yeah.
It does. Toussaint round MQD for the win. Looks like Holland's coming in. Oh, it's gone from bad to worse for the freshman league team as Holland's coming for wing damage, and I believe Joe's going to come in as well for wing damage.
Yeah.
It's gone from bad to worse for the freshman team.
Very good start, and it's not looking too good now. MDQ. Yeah. Yellow flag again. It's Black Country.
Yeah, Black Country, yep. And I believe there's a little bit of a battle going on here. Behind it's Julio, and there's a bit of a train of cars. As quite a few cars have got damage again here. As Piero's stuck behind this little pack here. And as you can see, there's just a train of cars forming behind it's Julio. And it's Julio's got front right damage. So does Play Dutchy. Has front right damage still. He hasn't come into the pits yet. And it's the long line of cars here who have... and it's gone from bad to worse, as I said, for the freshman league team. We've only got one driver in the points. It's Antelopen. Cryptech out the points. Holland Campion out the points. Joe out the points. And Peplex retired. So a bit of a poor race from the freshman league team all round.
Yeah, it started off very well, but yeah, it's not looking too good now. Whoa! Play Dutchy gets past, it's Julio. And so does Piero. Piero passed. Ooh, it's Julio and Piero. Wheel to wheel.
Sorry about that. Oh, Piero running wide. He's hit the wall. Piero hitting the wall. Is that damage to Piero?
Yeah, I think so.
And, Pope getting around. I believe it's Julio. Round it's Julio. So Pope getting the position on it's Julio. And it's Julio's going to fall back a little bit with the damage that he has.
He's left about 3 places in 3 corners now, I think.
Definitely. It's going to be interesting. There's a late safety car here. We could see everyone up for softs.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to see what happens. Will there be a late safety car or not? We'll have to find out. But a lot of people having collisions here. These drivers really need to keep it clean here. And we know it's a difficult track, but really need to start keeping it clean. As Toussaint at the moment leading this race for the Premier Series, bringing in big points for the Premier Series team at the moment, as they only have one other driver from their team in the top 10, and that's Sabo, who's at the moment gaining on the back of it's Julio and getting close there. As it's Julio hit the wall again, and that's allowed a couple of drivers to get involved. And Antelopen going to get involved as well with that battle. As someone runs wide. It's Sabo running wide. He's got damage, and now Antelopen going to be looking for a move on. It's Julio. Antelopen got the move done. And Antelopen up into P7. So Antelopen trying to find some form of a comeback for the comeback for the freshman league team, as he's bringing in the points at the moment. As Tonio's getting around Sabo as well. Sabo comes into the pits and he's coming in for so it's being poor here.
It's Julio.
Oh, it's Julio's gone wide. It's Julio wide. But it really poor performance from both the Premier Series team and the freshmen. But it's looking actually quite good here for the academy, and also it's looking very, very good here for the Super League team. Oh, Black Country off here, so that's allowed Holland Campion to move up, try and get himself into the top 10, and Cryptech as well. Both drivers trying to pull off a bit of a comeback drive here, as a couple of drivers coming in. Sabo coming in, Ellison coming in.
Holland Campion's got the fresh medium, so if he can, He's going to be very quick.
Yeah, and we said that Holland might stop for a pit stop, and he has. And looks like Holland Campion here trying to pull off some form of a comeback drive.
Yeah.
Try and get himself into the top 10 along with Antelopen. But at the moment, it's a domination from both the Super and the Academy leagues, the top and bottom league, both dominating the top 10 at the moment.
The freshmen only have Antelopen in the top 10. So, yeah.
But Jojo Power saying this race is a joke, but I don't think it's a joke. I think it's a mix of all the drivers having a really poor race.
It's in the wall.
It's Julio in the wall. I think it's a mixture of all the drivers doing some, what I'd say, not great racing at all. These drivers need to keep it clean. This hasn't been one of the best of races I've seen. But
I think Cryptek is going to have a good run.
Holland's going to get the move done on. Cryptek's going to get the move done, and it's Julio, and Black Country's getting involved.
Yeah.
Someone's end plates come off. I'm not sure who that was.
Black Country might have a run here on Cryptek.
Oh, no. Cryptek's got damage. I think it was Cryptek's end plate that went off, and it's Julio into the pits. And there's end plate damage also to Black Country. And someone's gone off.
Here they go.
There's a bit of a battle here going on between the Academy drivers. Cryptek getting the move done on Black Country, so Cryptek up. Tonio's getting the move done on Pope, but I believe that might just be team orders there, potentially. It's Julio's coming to the pits as well. So, as you can see here, a bit of a comeback drive happening for the freshman league team. 2 drivers in the top 10 now, but not the biggest of points for the team. At the moment, Cryptek's out. So I was just saying that Cryptek's out.
Yeah.
Then is that a safety car?
Just
again?
yellow flags at the moment.
Oh, his wheels off. In quite a bad position there. Is that another safety car?
Yeah, I reckon we've had the max amount of safety cars.
Potentially. And we might have, because it's gone straight back to green flag racing. So maybe we have had the maximum amount of safety cars. Is that Toussaint at the moment, still leading this race at the moment, followed by MQD, then Play Dutchy, then Pierre. Oh god, just about to say the rest of the grid there, my controller died. Piero, then Frozer, then Antelopen, then Tonio's in 7th, Pope 8th, Shanks the 9th, and Holland Campion. And that is your top 10. And remember, the top 8 will get reversed to the 25% race, and hopefully it's a little bit more cleaner than this race.
Yeah, I tell you, Shankster, he's actually having a bit of a recovery race here.
Pope in at the moment.
Yeah.
Shankster, I can agree on that. Shankster definitely has come up with a big recovery race here. Holland Campion as well, coming up with a bit of a recovery race as well. We see a few more drivers try and do the same. As if there was to be a late safety car, Antelopen getting the move done, but Frozer's got bad damage. So Antelopen actually had a really poor start, as we were saying, Shaggy, but he's up into 5th place now. So a brilliant comeback drive from Antelopen.
He's got fresher tires than Piero as well, so 7 seconds off actually. So we'll see. Yellow flags in the first sector. It's AB Techers. AB Techers.
Oh, AB Techers, is it?
Yeah, he ran wide.
AB Techers running wide. Okay, so not much damage there. He's
run wide again.
He's run wide again there for Techers. As, a little bit calm at the moment. Tonio's gaining a little bit on his teammate Frozer in front, but Frozer's got bad damage.
Yeah. It's Julio and Sabo are the only 2 on the soft, so maybe they're trying to do a very fast finish to this race. Frozer is in the pits.
Yeah, Frozer had bad damage, I believe. Yeah, Frozer's got bad front wing damage.
We'll see what tires he goes on to. I reckon softs, maybe softs. Yep.
Yeah, Frozer coming in, so he's opted for the soft. So Yeah,
He's
he's
gonna
going to
have
be.
a fast end.
He will be going for a fast end, try and gain on the cars in front of him. But staying in the top 10 though for the academy team at the moment. But it's a bit of a domination from the Super League team as they've got drivers in second, third, and fourth. So the Super League really showing some good racing at the moment, and be able to extend their championship lead in the Golden Crown at the moment.
Yeah. Yellow flag again. It's Black Country Mush, I think. Yeah, he's run wide again. Tucson still winning this race.
Yeah, Tucson, a brilliant comeback drive from him as he started all the way down. Had such a poor quali, and it started all the way down at near the back of the grid, and managed to get himself all the way up here from 18th to first, and he's leading this race at the moment.
Quite comfortably as well. As long as I think nothing stupid happens, he should have the race win. But I don't want to jinx it, so. Shanks is out.
Oh, Shankster out. Oh, Shankster is that promoting a safety car? Where's he gone off at? Is he just retired? Oh, he's
Sector
gone off
3, is it?
the fast S's at the end. Looks like he's just lost it through there. I don't think we're going to get another safety car.
I think we've had the max
I think we've had the maximum amount of safety cars. So everyone's going to move up the order, and a big comeback drive though for Holland Campion and Antelopen, who have got up into 5th and 6th.
6th and 5th.
Bringing some big points home for the freshman team is definitely what they needed. Someone else off in Sector 3s. There's quite a lot of drivers who come into the pits here to change tyres, and quite a lot of drivers I can imagine coming in for fresh tyres and some wing changes as well.
It's Julio that's the fastest lap on the soft, so it's a good lap by him. Yeah, a lot of drivers coming in for the softs now, just maybe going for fastest lap, or maybe just hoping for something.
But it's sorry, I completely lost what you were saying there. Could you repeat that again?
Yeah, I was just saying a lot of drivers are coming in for the softs to maybe take a risk, or maybe fastest lap or something.
Definitely trying to get the fastest lap points on the soft tyres, and remember, they do count, whether you're inside the top 10 or whether you're outside, they do count as fastest lap here. And the closest battle at the moment we've got on track is Antonio's behind Sabo here at the moment, but it looks like this is going to be a bit of a big win for the Super League team once again.
Looking very good, yeah.
It's been a big flop for the Premier Series team. It hasn't been bad for the academy. 3 drivers in the top 10, not big points for them though. The freshmen not bad either.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. They've lost 3 drivers. I mean, they've lost 2 drivers to DNFs and 1 driver outside the top 10. But 2 of the drivers have made actually quite a very good comeback drive from both Holland Campion and Tiger Antelopen. So both drivers, big comeback drive, and Antelopen gaining. On the back of Piero. So this could split up the Super League teams here.
Two laps extra tires as well.
Play Duchy all over the back of his teammate MQD, so I'm assuming MQD might just move out the way here.
Yeah, MQD I don't think wants to fight much either. He's 20 lap old tires, so he's not going to be wanting to squabble. And Duchy got past.
Yeah, it looks like team orders there from the drivers. It's Antelope, and it's close to the back of Piero here, and Antelope trying to get it past, split up those Super League drivers, make the deficit a little bit less for his team and the rest of the teams here in the Golden Crown. try and get some more points for his team in general here. Someone's gone wide. It's MQD, and he's got bad damage. MQD bad damage for the Super League team, and that's allowed Antelopen and Piero to get past.
Yeah.
And MQD might have to pit here because of that damage. It's not too bad actually, but he might come into the pits here.
Yeah.
So a bit of a win there for the rest of the teams.
Yeah. I think, was he fighting with Play Dutchy or?
No, I don't believe he did. I think he just went wide. I believe he just went wide into the runoff area.
Is MQD gonna pit though? That's the question. Let's see now.
Let's have a look. Will MQD pit, or will he try and stay out with that damage? But look at the gap from Holland Campion behind. Holland Campion's just going to gain and gain and gain.
He's staying out. He's staying out though.
MQD deciding to stay out. So, but there's only 2 laps left. So Holland Campion needs to make up 2.1 seconds per lap if he wants to catch up to the Super League driver in front and get some more points for the Freshman League team. So we're going to have to see what happens as Tonio's getting around Sabo here. Sabo might look for a move down the inside, late braking from Sabo, but it looks like Tonio's in the end gets around him.
Holland Campion though, he's 9 laps on those mediums. MQD, 22 laps on those hards. So
yeah, Holland Campion really needs to start gaining a gap now to MQD. That gap down to 3.4 seconds, but I don't know if it'll be enough for an overtake with 2 laps remaining. So it's going to be interesting. He's got the rest of this lap and then another 2 laps, so will he be able to get there or not? Have to find out. 3.1 seconds as Antelopen still all over the back of Piero at the moment.
Yeah. Tucson flying out front. He is pretty comfortable out there, I would say. Yellow flag.
Yellow flag in Sector 1. I believe it's probably just someone running wide. As Antelopen's going to have DRS. Will he get the move done on Piero? Piero might be a little bit too far ahead as Antelopen's caught in his dirty air, and I don't believe Antelopen will get the move done into the first corner. No. Antelopen just caught in his dirty air, and Antelopen runs a little bit wide there.
Too wide, yeah.
So that's cost him a bag of time here. Holland Campion, though, 2.7 seconds behind MQD. So can he get the move done?
That's going to be interesting.
This is now the 2 laps to go for him to get it done.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. At the moment, it's Julio has the Holland Campion. He's ran wide there.
Holland Campion, running wide. He's run very wide, and that's lost him a lot of time.
MQD should hold on now.
Yeah, MQD should, but remember that there was quite a few. I wonder what in terms of penalties. I know it's very difficult to corner cut on this track, so probably not a lot of penalties for all the drivers, but we'll see who comes out with penalties. As after the Holland Campion going wide there,
Froza has fresher tires as well.
After Holland Campion going wide there, that has allowed Froza to now get right behind him.
That's not what the freshman needed.
Definitely, the freshman needed Holland Campion to stay out up in the points here, but hopefully he'll be able to try and make a formula gap here for the freshman team to try and keep those points. But and I have to see what happens at the end of the rest. Froza is on the softs, so Froza will be attacking very hard. He's going to look for a move. He doesn't. Just opts to not go for a move here. And Holland Campion really needs to get the move on here, otherwise he's going to get attacked from not one but two Academy League drivers here. Oh, yellow flag in Sector 1. Someone's off. Who is it? Oh, it's Ellison. Ellison off in Sector 1.
But Julio has the fastest lap at the moment, so...
Holland Campion does somehow... Oh, he's defending the position. Frozer looking for it here. Pope retires. Pope's out. And that actually is good for the freshman team, because that's going to allow Joe to get into the top 10. So not a bad here from the freshman team. As Holland Campion moves down a position now, and he's lost that position to Frozer. But remember as well, there's Frozer. Now Tonios is going to try and get involved as well, and Frozer's going to gain that gap ahead. But that's gone from bad. It's gone from bad to worse for now for the Academy, who had quite a lot of drivers in the top 10 before Shaggy, and now not many in the top 10.
Yellow flag.
The flag in Sector 1. It's someone wide again.
Joe.
Oh, there's a bit of a...
Joe's lost his front wing.
Joe's lost his whole front wing, but he should be able to just finish the rest of this lap here. With that wing, as someone else has got wing damage near the back, and it's not been a great day at all for the Premier Series team. Only two drivers in the top 10. Sabo down in 9th.
Tucson takes the win.
And I'm going to say, what a brilliant drive it was from him. 18th to 1st. What a drive from Tucson 0208, the Premier Series champion. A brilliant drive from him throughout all of this. Played Dutchy in 2nd. A good comeback drive from him. Piero takes 3rd. The Super League team have done well here. And Toloban will take 4th. Another brilliant comeback drive from him.
MQD holds on.
MQD in 5th, Frozer in 6th. Holland Campion's going to try and get the position to him unless there's any penalties involved. Frozer 6th, Holland 7th. Tonios will come across the line in 8th. Sabo will come across the line in 9th. Here, and his Tekkas is right up behind Joe with this wing damage. Joe might not be able to hold on. Joe might not be able to hold on to this point here. He needs to hold on to this
especially through
point.
These last few corners.
He's gonna have to really hold on here, and I don't think he's gonna. It's gonna be close. He's gonna have to run wide, and he's gonna force Tekkas. And Tekkas got the pass done on him, and Tekkas will get the final point for the Premier Series team. I mean, I wouldn't call it a great race. It was a good race. It was poor from quite a lot of the drivers. But don't worry, because what do we have next, Shaggy?
We've got the 25% race, and the top 8 will be reverse grid.
Reversed, yes. So, not a great race. It was a little bit...
There it is. Tucson takes the win. 19th on the grid.
What a race from him. 19th to 1st. Piero, 17th to 3rd. An outstanding race from him as well. Brilliantly well done to those drivers. Frozer, 10th to 6th, so he had a good race as well. Sabo, 13th to 9th. A good race from him. And yeah, just a brilliant race from those drivers. But apart from everyone else, it wasn't the cleanest of races, it wasn't the best of races. It was a little bit sloppy, yes. That's a good way to put it. But I'm not sure what happened to Pope at the end.
Yeah. Few mistakes made there.
Thank you, Twitch Margan says, great commentary. They make the F1 easier to understand. Thank you.
Oh, Morgan, is it?
Yeah, Twitch Margan. So it
Margan.
says great commentary. They make the F1 easier to understand. Well, thank you, thank you. But
Yeah.
now it's just while we get the custom grid ready. It'll be the 50% race here, and yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. But that was your first race, and those drivers will be picking up the normal points that you would get in the race. The second one, Shaggy, a little bit different, isn't it, in terms of the points?
Yeah, points a bit different.
I believe first place only gets 15 points.
15, yeah.
So it goes 15, 12, 10, 8, then it goes 8, and then 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I believe, in terms of the points. Or maybe it's a bit
still,
more, I'm not sure, but
top 10 still all get points though.
Definitely the top 10 will all get points as normal. But remember, that top 8 will be reversed. So Toussaint, who finished that race first place, will start down in 8th place. So anybody who finished 9th is going to have to deal with him on the start line. And yeah, we're going to have to see what happens during this second race.
It's a sprint race though, so hopefully we won't see as many safety cars and VSCs.
Yeah, I believe there's actually less. You could get less safety cars and VSCs in the smaller races.
Yeah, but yeah, let's hope for some bit of clean racing. Oh, 19th to first though. Great drive there by Toussaint.
A brilliant drive there by Toussaint 028, the Premier Series champion, showing what he can do best during these races. Poor qualifying, but an absolutely outstanding race from him.
Yeah, very consistent as well. No mistakes hardly. I don't think anyway.
I think we are just waiting for the custom grid. I believe Holland Campion is the host, so he's just on making the custom grid at the moment. And then we will be ready to start up for the 25%er.
It should just be a one stop in the 25% race, so strategy, it won't come in as much as that. Well, if safety cars are out, you could pit under the safety car and all that good stuff, but one safety car there.
Definitely, we'll have to. There probably will be, but we'll find out whether there will be or not. But I can imagine it's going to be another hectic first few corners here, Shaggy.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Who was Pope? Oh, do you mean where was Pope? Rico, I believe Rico, you're RC8. Do you mean where was Pope, or do you mean who was Pope? You should know who Pope. You shouldn't. Yeah, he did. He retired at the end of that race. If you're wondering where Pope ended, I'm not sure where he ended in terms of his retirement, but yeah, Jojo, I hope we can get a decent race going, mate. If anyone or the drivers are listening, please can we make sure that it's a decent race and we keep it nice and clean, please, okay? And yeah, and it should be a lot of fun for us up here in the commentary box. So yeah, we're just getting ready now, and then we'll be setting up a formation up. Why does that announcement always come up?
I tell you, I'm stuck in the thing, the kind of
Are you looking at the pit?
the lobby, is it?
Are you stuck in the lobby? I'm looking at the pit lane now.
I'm just in the unranked lobby. Don't you know the?
Ooh, are you trying to see if you can click on spectate? If not,
I could leave and join back because I have
you got another invite?
Yeah.
Alright, okay, if you can, yes, you can just leave and join back, mate.
Yeah.
You still have a bit of time because we've still got a few drivers who are. Just make sure you click spectate, not ready up, otherwise you'll get put in a car.
Alright, perfect.
But everyone's out we're on a formation lap, so you've got time.
Perfect. I'm coming in now.
Who's been here from the start? We have. The commentators have been here from the start. Oh, Tonio's straight into the thing. He's going to be careful coming on the track. And some of these drivers really need to keep it clean here and not be sloppy in their racing. But we're going to find out what will happen during this second race.
Tonio on pole, so and Holland Campion in P2.
Definitely, it's going to help the freshman league team out a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, it's good to see what happens. So yeah, Tonios will start, Holland Campion will be second, Frozen third, MQD fourth, and as you can see, it's reverse grid here, so Antelope will start fifth, Piero will start sixth, Play Dutch will start seventh, and Toussaint will start down in eighth. Here, everyone else will start where they retired, so wherever they retired or wherever they finished the last race.
Yeah.
So Sabo just missed out on a top 8, so he will start in 9th.
Yeah.
Tekers will take 10th place. Joe will take 11th. It's Julian will take 12th. Black Country will take 13th. Ellison will take 14th. And then everyone else behind them, that was the order they DNF'd in. So that is the order they will start in. So not great in terms of freshman and super, because both they've got 2 drivers who are all down in 17th, 18th.
Yeah.
The 2 freshmen 17th and 18th. And 2 super in 19th and 20th. So Piero, Play Dutchy and MQD is going to have to try and bring the points home for that team. Yeah, we're going to see what happens here for the second race. Hopefully it's a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer than the first race. But we will find out here.
We'll see anyway soon enough.
But yeah, I'm gonna be once after this race, I'm gonna be doing some stuff for the league in general, just posting a few things based off what I have seen today. So everyone might want to prepare yourselves, because I'm not happy at the moment with the racing that's happened. But we are counting down the lights here. I haven't got 5 red lights on my screen, but it is lights out and away we go. And it's a good start from a couple of the freshman
MQD.
drivers. As wheel to wheel goes the car. Someone's gone wide. Someone's gone wide. It was MQD going wide. It was, and there's a bit of a clinch. Someone's round at the back, and it's an academy driver. It's Ellison at the back.
Ellison at the back. Damage.
Antelope and big damage.
He got squeezed there.
He got squeezed into the wall. I didn't see what happened, but he's got front right end plate damage, and that's forced the VSC already. But this track, as you said, yes, you can get squeezed a lot into the wall, especially because the walls here, there's not much runoff between each corners here, Shaggy. So drivers going wheel to wheel really need to be careful. I've got to say, it's probably one of the most difficult, one of the most tightest of the street circuits in the calendar. But actually probably one of the most fastest as well. So it's a very, very interesting track, this one.
Good track, but VSC already, so...
Yeah, definitely, and I believe a few drivers are going to have to come in for some pit stops, but I have to see who comes in and who got the damage, but hopefully no one crashes out in that castle section and we're all good. But now back to green flag racing already, and it's going to be a big push from a few of these drivers to the second here, and this Holland Campion's going to be attacking already on... Oh, is he going to go for an inside of that corner? Surely not! And he had to back out there, but that was close. There's Pope getting around his teammate. It's Julio at the back, and there's action going on all over the place here. There's Toussaint all over the back of Piero here. Toussaint will be trying to get Piero on the start finish straight, and there's action going on all over the place at the moment as Toussaint all over the back of Piero. Is he going to get the pass done here? Piero, Toussaint be looking for the move on Piero.
Play Dutchie
getting around Froza, as Froza might look for a move down into the braking zone, and there's stuff having all up the back here. It's 4 wide down the straight in the back. There's Joe getting around MQD, and Toussaint not managing to get around Piero, but it's 4 at the back here. It's 4 wide into the first corner. Who's going to come out in front? And it's going to be Cryptek, and he's run wide. It's been squeezed. It's been squeezed into the wall, and it's Peplek who came out in front of the moment, and he's going to get squeezed again by the 2. And there's been a big crash.
Black Country Mosh and Jojo
There's been a big crash between Black Country and Jojo, and there's been a big crash, and there's a couple of drivers that come in terms of pits here, and there's a safety car out already, and God, that took the wind out of me, that bit there. It was 4 wide into the first corner. Wow, already a better start to this race than we had in the last one.
Yeah, safety car out though.
Safety car is out at the moment.
Will people go on to the hards?
Yeah,
mediums?
Potentially. I believe the guys on the mediums might stay out, but in terms of the people on the softs, might opt for the medium tyre, or maybe even the hard if that medium tyre cannot get to the end. Might try and go for a hard to secure the end point in the race, but at the moment, it's Tonio still leads, followed by Holland Campion. Play Dutchie getting up into 3rd. Toussaint up into 6th. Antelope hasn't had the best of starts.
Yeah.
Down in 7th. Joe actually up into 8th from 11th. So a good start from him, sorry. But and a good start from Peplek as well, from 17th all the way up into 12th. So a good start from him. So it looks like a redemption drive for quite a lot of these drivers, and it looks like a lot of the the Premier and also the freshman teams trying to pull off a big redemption drive here off of last race. And I can imagine now, Shaggy, we're going to start to see a lot of pit stops.
Yeah. A good start.
Okay, so Tonio's in, Holland in,
6.
Play Dutchie in, Froza in, even though he's on the mediums, Piero in, Toussaint in, Ty Antelope in, Joe in, MQD in, Sabo stays out, Sabo stays out, AB Tekers stays out, Pepelek stays out, Shankster in, Cryptek in. There's so many drivers in the pits at the moment. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Black Country in, Jojo in, Pope I believe might just stay out, and it's Julia and Before You Die. They might be able to get the job.
AB Tekers to stay out, and Sabo
and AB Tekers and Pepelek as well, yes, but AB Tekers and Pepelek both on the set of mediums, so maybe going to try and pit later on in the race. Might be able to try and get a big enough gap. Ellison also stays out on the soft tyres. But a bunch of drivers came in there. Sounded like I was repeating myself.
Yeah, Sabo stayed out on the soft, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does.
Definitely, Sabo didn't stay out. Black Country, however, come out on the soft tyres. interesting there. But he's gonna have to. Did he start on the mediums?
I thought he started on the softs.
Did he start on the mediums or the softs? I'm not too sure. If he started on the mediums, then it's going to be a big struggle for him to get to the end of the race.
Yeah. If he started on the softs, it doesn't make sense to me to go to the softs again, unless maybe he didn't mean to go onto the softs.
I'm not sure, maybe, but if he does, he's going to have to pit again, because remember, you have to choose two different types of tyre compound. Whether it's soft to medium or it's soft to hard, you know, any type of compound, it has to change. You can go back to the same compound as long as you do one lap on... Oh, and there's a collision between the two freshman drivers, and it's forced a time penalty in Joe's way between the two freshman drivers.
I saw a bit of front wing fly off there, I think, but...
Oh, Joe's got front right end plate damage.
Safety car going to come in this lap? I think it's staying out one more.
It might stay out one more lap here, so we might wait for the rest of the drivers to come around to the back of the pack.
Yeah.
Black Country apparently started on the mediums. Yeah, Dan Schneider, we've noticed that going from getting the softs to the end on getting the softs for about 5 to 6 laps. They're about 50 to 60% done on the rears, about 5 to 6 laps. So if in the moment, if Black Country, obviously the safety car will be helping him out a lot because of the tyre wear, but he's going to have to get at least...
Joe's in.
Joe in, yeah, he had damage. So Joe opted to come in. It looks like he's going to use the safety car advantage to... So he's going to potentially might come in for a set of softs here, does he? Or is he coming for a set of mediums? He's also going to serve that time penalty as well.
Oh, yeah.
So that's now taken that time penalty away from him. So he's gone to the medium. So clearly he thinks he can't get to the end of the race on the softs. But interesting, because Black Country, he's done one lap so far, but this track really eats up the rears. So if he can keep those tyres good under the safety car, he could just make it at the end. But he's going to be
the
but he's going to lose so much time though at the end here, Shaggy, because also damage has come on someone's car again. Oh, it was before you die. Before you die, he had a collision with his own teammate under the safety car again. So more teammate action happening under the safety car. Holland Campion lost out a little bit here in terms of the pits, but no, sorry. I lied, because these front three drivers haven't actually pit yet, so actually not losing out at all. But he's going to have to deal with Play Dutchy from behind, one of the fastest drivers in this league, the Super League champion, and that's probably why he gets probably why he's one of the fastest. If he's winning the highest league, he's got to be one of the fastest here, Shaggy. So
he's
Play
no slouch anyway.
Here. Yeah, definitely. He's one of the fastest drivers we've got here. Tucson 0208, another one of the fast drivers as well. Premier Series winner. I believe he is moving up to the Super League for next season, so interesting to see a battle with him and Play Dutchy. But yes, the back of the pack has joined, so the safety car is in this lap, and we will be back under green flag racing once again. Who will come out on top? Who will prevail under this safety car restart here?
Sabo could get the jump on AB Techers. He's on the soft tire, so...
Definitely Sabo there. That safety car really would have helped his soft tires out there, extending the life of them. But now, back under green flag racing once again. We've already got drivers trying to overtake each other. As Holland Campion's being attacked already from Play Dutchy. Tucson getting attacked from the Academy driver Frozen. There's a bit of lag happening. Oh, someone's off at the back, I believe. No, we're all right at the moment. It's Play Dutchy getting the move done on Holland Campion. And Play Dutchy down the inside. Piero getting around Frozer. And there's people off at the back. Oh, there's a bit of collision over the back. I don't think there's anybody off at the moment. As Joe's up into... Ooh, getting squeezed. As Joe up into 18th place. And there's carnage going all over the place. There's MQD looking for a move on Shankster, maybe.
Very close,
very close here. Someone's
Play Dutchy. Play Dutchy.
Play Dutchy, wheel to wheel with Tonios here, and that's going to get very, very close. And close one between them two is Play Dutchy getting now around Tonios. No, he isn't around Tonios yet. So he's still attacking on the back of Tonios. I'm getting my words mixed up here. There's just so much action going on in this race. As all the cars are bunched up, they need to keep it as clean as possible.
Yeah.
Especially through the castle section. No risky moves going into here. Let's see if everyone's okay at the moment. It looks to be okay. It just looks like a white snail on the track at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just a line of white cars as Pope has left the session. He's lagged out, so that's unfortunate for him. He showed some great pace, Pope, in terms of his race pace.
That's
and now
2 DNFs
Play
now
Dutchy.
for Pope.
Play Dutchy all over the back. He might be able to join back with an invite, because you can join back and take control of your car. It's Pepperleck getting around Sabo. Sabo ran wide, and Pepperleck, he's going to go for a move on the inside. Squeezed! But he almost got squeezed there. Sabo got damage off of his car. Sabo got damage off of his car, and that's going to allow Pepperleck now to get in front of his Play Dutchy. Antonio's going wheel to wheel here. This is going to be absolutely mad here. But Pepperleck going wheel to wheel with Sabo. Play Dutchy. No, Play Dutchy! Are you gonna go? He's gonna get a double overtake, and he get blipped. Oh, someone right now! This big collision. It's Play Dutchy. Oh, someone's on top of another car. What is going on here? Is those big collision between Play Dutchy and Pepperleck, and there's cars all over the place.
He's gone off.
Yeah, Sable ran wide, and that allowed Play Dutchy and Pepperleck to have a bit of a collision. But Play Dutchy's got bad damage, and Play Dutchy's done a big dive.
Whoa.
And that's unfortunate, and that might be a penalty to this whole Super League team. That was a huge dive there from Play Dutchy. Someone's round. It's Shankster round.
Shankster
round as well.
Before You Die is off as well. He's round.
And it's gone from bad to worse for the Premier and Super League teams. That was a big dive from Play Dutchy, and an unlawful move there, and that was a shocking move from that driver, and I thought he would have been cleaner than that. And what has just happened here?
The safety cars?
I'm not sure here, but
surely that's
I don't know what's happened.
I would have thought that was safety.
It's absolutely crazy here already.
I'm out of breath.
I know, it's gone absolutely mental.
Yeah.
Oh, there's damage again, and it's Play Dutchy. It's Play Dutchy. He's out. He's out. Play Dutchy out.
Oh no.
Play Dutchy out. So he was looking like a big contender here.
Yeah. That's super unlucky. Whew. It's Julio. He's going.
Oh, someone's out as well as MQD. We've got drivers out all over the place. Ellison also out as well. What has gone on here? This is just. It's gone from bad to worse. There's 3 freshman drivers all with each other. Someone's coming in. I believe it's Pepperleck. Pepperleck into the pits.
Yeah, Frozer in with them.
Frozer also in, yes, and Shankster in as well.
There's a bit of a train here forming up behind AB Techers. Woo!
What has gone on here is we've got drivers all over the place here. Is something happened here? Black Country moving himself up the field as Joe's got even more damage here.
Yeah.
And this race has gone from bad to worse here. It's Toussaint now trying to gain on the back of Holland Campion. And at the moment, Holland Campion trying to bring home big points here for the freshman league. It's Antelope. Tucson all over the back of him. Is he going to look for an outside move, maybe? Or is he going to wait for the straight? Tucson, Tucson locked up.
He thought about it.
Tucson locked up. He did very, very well, Tucson, to wait there to keep that car under control under braking, because he locked up someone off in the castle section. It's before you die. But up at the battle at the front here, there's a lot of cars right next to each other here. As Holland Campion is going to get up on it's Julio retiring as well, and Holland Campion's going to try and get
He's going to go for it
on Piero, dropping back. Piero getting the move done round Toussaint. Holland Campion going to get the move done.
No, good defense by Tonios.
Tonios defending. At the moment, it's AB Techers who leads this race. At the moment, is Holland Campion forced a little bit wide. Joe getting around Black Country. Joe's got bad wing damage though.
Piero might go for it. Piero's going for the hole.
Piero gonna go for it. Will Piero get the move done? Oh, he got
What
the
a
move
move.
done. He
What
got
a
the move
move.
done on Holland, and that's
Yeah.
allowed Toussaint to get close to Holland Campion behind.
Some move
But
there by
clean
Piero.
racing here, and it's just what we wanted to see for the entire race.
Yeah.
And
Some move.
Toussaint! Oh, it's
Tucson,
wheel to
Tucson.
wheel through this
Ooh.
section. Holland falls
Oh,
wide.
nice move by
And
Tucson.
really, you can hear me. I'm losing my voice.
I
And
know.
losing my
Holland
voice
Campion
here.
was back up the
Holland
inside
Camp-
though.
Oh,
but
Toussaint gonna get the pass
my
done.
God.
It's gonna go wheel
Are
to
they gonna
wheel into
go?
the castle. No, Toussaint gets the move done.
Whoa.
Holland Campion, smart racing there, decides to back
is
off through
great
the
race.
castle
Oh!
section. Piero,
AB Tekker's is off.
it's AB Tekker's round. It's AB Tekker's off, and
You're the
that's
race
he's
leader.
gonna go around with Jojo Power. Jojo Power gonna get the move done on Tekker's, and that's allowed Tonios to take the lead, and he's being attacked from behind from Piero.
Yeah.
Antelopen getting around AB Tekker's as well. AB Tekker's got bad damage.
Yeah.
Tekker's got bad damage here.
The top 4 at the moment are all in different teams.
Definitely the top. Yeah,
There's one
it is.
from
It's
each, yeah.
interesting. An academy, a super, a premier, and a freshman all battling it out here at the top for supremacy. And Piero getting so close behind Tonios.
Oh, here we go.
Is he
Piero.
gonna go for the move
He's pulled
here?
out.
Piero going down the
Oh, what a-
inside. Gonna get the
I
pass
think
done.
He got him. Yeah, I think he's got him. Is Tony
Well, yeah,
going to fight back?
He had the pass done. Piero getting the
yeah.
move done, and Piero gets the move done.
Nice move.
Brilliant move there from Piero, and I'm genuinely losing my voice here. This has been one of the
Yeah.
most hectic sets of races we've seen.
Woo.
Not the cleanest of races. I wouldn't call it clean. It definitely has not been clean.
It's exciting, though.
It's been a bit of a mess, but it has been exciting. But it's been a bit of a mess. But
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone will be having words with the drivers, and yeah, we'll sort all of the penalties out after wherever they need to be got. But I'm going to be having a few words with a few people after as well, in terms of the racing. But at the moment, Tucson
Yellow
here
flag.
all over the back. Oh, Black Country. Oh, Joe's off. Joe's off.
Joe.
Yeah, it's Joe off here, so he's got bad damage. He's going to have to come into the pits here. Yeah, I've got to admit, I believe that's Pope in the chat saying this track isn't good. Yes, we agree that the track is very, very difficult, especially for this kind of online league racing. But yeah, you just need to survive, keep it clean. These drivers aren't keeping it clean. That's the issue here. There's not many drivers keeping it clean. Yeah,
everyone's going for it. That's
drivers
the thing.
need to be more careful. That's what someone's saying here, Dan Schneider. It would be a good track, but drivers need to be keeping it careful, need to be keeping it clean, and today they just haven't done that. It hasn't been great. Yeah, some aggressive moves that happened. I'm having a lot of words after this race. Trust me, guys. So they're gonna have the wrath of me to deal with after. So what were you gonna say? Sorry,
has really
Shaggy.
good pace at the moment. Piero is really he's flying at the moment.
Tekker's got some good paces. He's made a double pass on the two academy drivers, as he's got round Frozer and Pope, and Pepperlet going to be trying to gain up there as well, because look at these fresh soft tyres really helping these drivers out. As these drivers going to be gaining, and Pepperlet here looks like he's going to be going on a bit of a redemption drive, going to try and gain on these drivers. Pepperlet going to be going for a redemption drive, try and get into the top 10 and get some points here for the freshman league team. Let's have to have a look and see whether he can do it or not. But Joe here going to be losing a lot of time to the drivers behind. But mind try and hold AB Tekkers up for Pepperlek. Might be a bit of teamwork happening there. But Holland Campion,
he's very close to Toussaint.
Yeah, but Toussaint also quite close by Tonios. Toussaint hasn't managed to get around Tonios yet.
Piero's pulling away though. Piero's really pulling away.
Piero's pulling away here for the Super League. Yeah, but Holland Campion really pushing here on the back of Toussaint. Also, Jojo Power and Antelope involved as well. This could be good big points for the the freshman team here. As the freshman team. Freshman and Super here both getting involved as well. But two drivers out of the only one Academy and one Premier Series driver here, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens as Tekkers picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Holland Campion is close to Tucson.
Oh, and there's going to be a bit of a battle here at the back as well. As Holland Campion, is he going to get the move done on Tucson or 2 away? As Tekkers gets round Joe. Joe lets Pepperlek. Is Joe going to let Pepperlek by? I believe so.
Tucson goes wide.
Toussaint wide. That has allowed Holland Campion and Jojo Power to get by. But, yeah, oh no, Tonios ran wide. I think he's got damage. Tonios ran wide. I think he's got damage. He's going to allow Holland Campion frozen.
Holland Campion and Jojo fly by.
Oh, Tonios has got bad lag. Tonios bad lag, and Holland's made a bit of contact. And throws us off, but I don't believe we're going to have... Oh, it's Jojo down the inside. Jojo's gone wide, and it's allowed Toussaint to get in past, and Antelope to go wheel to wheel with him into the corner, and that's unfortunate. Jojo Power lost the rear. That's unfortunate for him, as Joe's out as well.
Retired,
so Joe out of the session as well, and that's a bit of a bomber there for the end for the freshman league team, but Pepelek is moving up for them, and Cryptek as well, so it could be big points here for the freshman league in the second race. But someone's off in sector 1. Who is it? Oh, it's AB Techers. Holland Campion still all over the back of Tonios here, and Tonios losing a lot of time here to yeah, it is definitely a shame to see so many crashes here. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Might not be the cleanest racing in the world, but I tell you, it's exciting.
Oh, Holland Campion going to look for a move.
Great run.
Holland Campion's looking for a move. Is he going to go around the outside? Oh, Holland Campion, he's got slipstream and DRS, but he's got to remember there's a lot of dirty air involved. It's quite bad, the dirty air in this track. That's the pass done.
He's got him.
He got the pass done into turn 1, so Holland Campion getting the move done on Tonios.
Two laps left.
Almost looking for the move on Holland. And Tonios is now going to have DRS, but so will Toussaint and Antelope and Jojo Power behind. We've got a big battle here. As Tonios, he's going to look for a move.
Tonios,
he doesn't. He backs out. Tonios backing out here, and that's allowed Holland Campion to maybe gain. He's going to start gaining a bit of a gap here now to the Academy League driver. And now Toussaint might have a little bit of a crack at Tonios, and Tonios doing very, very well at the moment up with these top drivers, and there's a lot of top drivers. Tonios in a bit of a sandwich here. He's in between.
Oh, what a move!
Oh, down the inside goes Tonios. What a move! And I was going to say he was in between two champions, Holland Campion and Tucson. Two champions here at Gavra Racing this season.
Great move there.
And oh, it's getting so close. Holland Campion loses the back end. That might allow Toussaint to get the move, and it's going to be very tight between all of these drivers. Who's going to get it done here? Is it getting so close between these 4 drivers? I'm genuinely losing my voice. I'm genuinely losing my voice.
This is crazy.
My God.
Yeah. Tucson, is he going to have a good run at Holland Campion here, though?
I lose my voice here.
Alright.
I'm fine, just give me a second.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, Holland Campion looking at Tonios. Holland Campion looking at Tonios here. Is he going to get it done now? He's moving out. Is he going to dive
Campion down the inside.
Wow, nice move there by Holland Campion.
Oh, God.
Oh, but Tonios.
Oh, he's going wheel to wheel. Holland Campion, no, he just slots in behind. Antelope manages to get the move done round Toussaint. Bit of damage off of someone's car.
Tucson.
Tonios has got big damage. Tonios has got big damage. That's going to allow both of the... Oh, Tucson looking for a move down the inside of Antelope.
Oh my God.
And Holland Campion
That's a bit cheeky there by Tonios.
Holland Campion ran wide, and that allowed... that made Antelope crash into Holland. And Tonios is going to be suffering a lot here.
I think that was cheeky by Tonios. He broke very late there. And squeezed Holland Campion into the wall.
Looks like Toussaint trying to get round here, and we could have a bit of a brawl at the end of this here. And unfortunate for Holland Campion, because he looked like he was going to get a podium, but he ran wide and caused a bit of a collision with the rest of the cars. And God, I'm losing my voice here, like a lot.
Tonios really... Tonios hits the wall again.
Damage off of someone's car again, and there's going to be going wheel to wheel as Toussaint going to look down the inside of Tonios. Antelope might look round the outside of Toussaint. Antelope around the outside of Toussaint here. A bit of contact.
Tucson holds it. He holds it.
Who's on Jojo Power down the inside? Antelope has been a big crash. crash!
Oh my god! This is wild. Jojo Power and Holland Campion getting past. And what a crash there.
It's Holland gonna get second! Holland, after all that, when he gets second! He does!
The P2! Oh my god, Antelope and Antonios. Woo! Aye.
My god, Cryptek finishes in 5th. So after Antelope and crashing out, that could have been so many good points for the freshman league team. But actually, Pepperleck's gonna come round in 6th. So actually, a really good performance there from the freshman league team.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I believe Techers is going to take 7th. Shankster will take 8th. Black Country 9th. So not a bad comeback. And the AI, can I tell you this? The AI of Pope is going to take 1 point here at the end.
Yeah.
And I can see Pope in the chat going crazy because somehow he has managed to...
11 people finish only.
I cannot believe what's just happened.
Yeah. The last corner, Tonios had no front wing, and him and Antelope.
Tonios really should have just moved out the way. Faster cars behind him. He had such a bad damage.
Cheeky though, yeah.
He really should have just moved out the way.
Yeah. I suppose. Yeah.
Wow,
very
what a
cheeky
race!
there by Tonios.
What a race! I'm speechless. I can't speak.
Yeah.
I've lost my voice. I'm genuinely losing my voice.
Yeah. What a race there, though.
Yeah, Tonios really should have just...
Yeah, very cheeky there by him. Great race from hang on.
I'm stunned, but there's your final grid there.
Yeah.
Brilliant race.
Jojo Power started in 20th.
Brilliant race from quite a few of these drivers. Jojo Power, Cryptek, Pepperleck, Techers, Shankster, Black Country, Pope, Before You Die. Brilliant races from them.
Look at that. 11 drivers finishing the race.
Campion qualified second, finished second. That's a brilliant from him. Piero started 6th and finished 1st. But I'm going to be having a few words with everyone after this. That was very, very it's shocking. It's not what we like to see here in Gavra. It's not what Gavra's about at all. But if you enjoyed this somehow, which it was quite exciting at times.
Yeah.
Wasn't
the best racing in the world.
Go pop a follow and subscribe to the Twitch channel. Go subscribe to the YouTube. I'd recommend following Twitter and Instagram pages because I'm going to be posting stuff over there. Yeah, if you want to put your drivers of the days in, go ahead. I don't even know who I want to give it to. In terms of...
I'm still in shock.
I know.
At that last corner.
Make sure you check out the Discord. I'm going to put something in there as well. I'm not happy at all. This is not what Gavra's about, guys. And if there's anyone new watching in the chat, we apologise. Firstly, secondly, we hope you enjoyed what there was good of clean racing. Yeah, I apologise to you, Shaggy, for this is not what Gavra's about, and I know you're new here. But if you've ever watched any of the other races in Gavra, I can honestly say to you how clean the races are. Even the last race in Bahrain. Bahrain was pretty clean, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a good race. I kind of thought coming into this race that we'd have I agree. Crashes. I'm at the moment here. I'm talking about a minority of people. Okay, the majority were clean and were patient. Okay, but we need to just be careful. And I'm just going to end it on that. And you'll hear more from me later. But thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Shaggy. I'm going to rest my voice now. Yeah, we'll see you all next week where we're in Singapore. So, yeah. Could be crazy again in there, you know? Crazy again. I hope it isn't as bad as what this one was, but yeah, we'll see everyone later.